All right, everybody, welcome to the final stream before we officially start the NFL season. We are so back. It is crazy. We're doing overtime now because we are not going to do overtime after the game because we never do overtime after the game on Thursday nights because I go to the live band karaoke thing. We'll spin the wheel in just a little bit on that for the song, but we are so back in just 2.5, 3 hours time. We will have actual NFL football that counts. I got the setup behind me right here for the Eagles and the Cowboys. I've got everything ready to go. I cannot wait. Hopefully you guys can't wait either, and that stream's going to start at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is JG9. If you've never been to one of these OT streams before, how it works is like this. I'm going to put 7 minutes on the clock. Every donation is going to increase the time that we're on stream. Once that clock hits 0, that's the end of the stream. I would usually say there is no time limit for this. Obviously, there is a time limit. I do have an out at probably like 7:45 Eastern time, just because, you know, that we have to call a game at 8 o'clock. But if we don't get to everything in this OT period, I think we're going to get to everything. But if we don't get to everything, I'll just do it for the next OT stream, whenever that would be, probably tomorrow night after the game is done. So, appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. You see what it takes to get into the Q&A audio, any video, any chat GPT requests. New video on JG8 dropped. I talked about Kentucky when they tried to have Tim Couch win the Heisman and it put up the worst campaign of all time. I should have another video dropping in a little bit, hopefully before the game tonight. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come out before the game tonight or not, but hopefully I can have a video coming out. And it is Patriots related, Patriots-Raiders related, because they play each other this Sunday. So let me start this clock. But before I do that, actually, let's spin the wheel, see what song it's going to line up for karaoke. So tonight I do the live band karaoke thing. $50 for any song on the list, but there is one song that is $25. I just want to say, it's great to celebrate birthday with you guys last night. It was awesome. It was awesome. Appreciate you being here for that. And Grub, I was always frank with you, man. Amari Cooper, yeah, he's washed at this point. He's washed. So, retiring, heck of a career. Heck of a career, Hall of Very good. But he was not going to do anything with the Raiders, I don't think, this year. Especially with Trey Tucker, potentially. And thoughts on Ryan Clark's comments. I think he's a moron. I think he's a moron. If you want to say that Brady and Breeze aren't generational talents, I at least get that, because coming out of college, they weren't. Like, obviously, if they were, he was a 6th-round pick. But Peyton Manning was a generational talent. We all knew that at the time. He was one of the few guys in, like, the Vinny Testaverde, Trevor Lawrence, Andrew Luck tier coming out of college, where, like, this guy's going to be a surefire thing. And sure enough, he was. There is no universe where Peyton Manning, at least, was not a generational talent. From the time he got to college versus that, yeah, I think Ryan Clark is a moron for that. Best era in Jets history was when Michael Irvin went for whoever played Jets with his lock of the week for 13 straight games and picked all 13 in 2020. I mean, that was me with the Jaguars. I usually just pick whoever plays the Jaguars, and I do that as my lock. Or I did back in the day. Not anymore, but I did back during the dark days. All right, let's spin this wheel, see what song it lands on for $25. The song that is half off for this stream and this stream only will be You Really Got Me by Van Halen. You Really Got Me by Van Halen is the song that is half off. All right. Going a throwback on that one. Yeah, the Tim Couch House of Charity, that was nuts. It was so insane to me. So absolutely insane to me that they thought that was a good idea. Especially back in 1998. Like, if you want to make a highlight video now, obviously that's a good strategy. That's obviously a very good strategy. But 98, a downloadable video? Nuts. Oh, I just realized something. Wait a second. Are we back? Did YouTube? Wait a second. I just realized something. Let's make it with a tour. Darby, crash your partner. We'll do that. I'll put it to a vote. Appreciate you, man. Coming home to New York. I'm on a train. Excited to watch Eagles with the Cowboys tonight. That should be a fun game. Then Michael with another two. My favorite enemy. Let's do that. So Michael with $4. Appreciate you, man. Who won this toilet bowl? 2020 Jags or Jets? I think Jaguars were like a 4-win team disguised as a 1-win team that year. They had a lot of close games. But I just realized. No, YouTube did change something. Yeah, the names are back. Thank God. The names are back. I didn't do anything. I literally did not do anything. YouTube, it was completely out of control. The names are back. Holy cow, let's go. Thank the Lord on that one. I hated the username thing. It was so, like, difficult to figure out who was who. Like, not so difficult to figure out who was who, but, like, I was able to figure it out. But it took a bit. Like, seeing Rockhound and Steph Carpet. So, basically, you would have these, like, it was basically whatever your handle was, what your YouTube handle was. Thank God they changed it. Thank God they changed it. Only used LimeWire once in 09, even 9 internet speeds and file size and stuff when I was back then. Yep. Now imagine 1998. Alright. Appreciate you tuning in, Teddy. What are realistic expectations for the Jaguars? Oh, 10-7 is not realistic. No, realistic expectations, I would say... Realistic, I would say... I mean, I think they're going to be a 6 or 7 win team this year. I think they're going to be a 6 or 7 win team. I mean, if you're talking like the peak, I would say 10-7 would be the peak. Number one song of the day, Computer Virus Goes Wild. Alright. And then what would it take for conference realignment to make sense again? I don't think anything at this point. We're in too deep. Why not just use videotapes? You know, that's a good question. There's an easy way to do that, too. You would think or DVDs, they were starting to come around. You would think there would be a thing where they would say, you know what? Like, if you want to see Tim Couch highlights, I videotape, just send me the thing you know, send me the thing you know, and I'll send it to you. Or you could, I don't know if you could embed it on a website in 1980. I don't know if you could, like, put it on the Kentucky website, but anything was better than that. But realistic expectation for the Jaguar, yeah, I'd say about 500. But number one song that day is December 5th. Okay. I'm gonna go with I'm Your Angel by R. Kelly and Celine Dion. In the Conference Extra Original, yeah, nothing's going to change. I think we're in too deep at this point. There's just like third harmonies the entire way through on this one. But that bass line is tight. This bass line's insane on this song. This bass line's insane. Bill banning Pat Scout from scouting UNC players, I think that's so stupid. I think college kids aren't dumb. College kids, they know, like, part of the appeal of playing at a big school is that you get scouts looking at you and you can make it in the NFL. And the fact that Bill's like, yeah, no, we're not going to have that happen, that defeats the whole purpose of him coming there. I don't get the idea. Like, what is the whole purpose of... You hire Bill Belichick, and the main goal of hiring Belichick is to get these guys in the NFL, which increase recruiting, and they're going to destroy the recruiting by not having them be able to get scouted. It makes no sense. No sense. I don't get what Bill's doing. Backwards over Bills, Parsons, straight puts backwards over the top. Well, I don't know about Jordan Love. I just don't know about Jordan Love. I don't know about Jordan Love with the mistakes he made last year. Flat, it's $1,000. That's not worth it. A Star Wars Death Star set, but it's flat. Now, the original Death Star set was cool. My friend has that. But a flat set, no. No. That's terrible. And then Michael, another one. Monte Drugari. Appreciate you, man. We're going to do My Favorite Enemy next by NoFX. Colombian Patriot sets? Yeah, but still. That's still... You have to remember, too, the connections. I mean, a Patriot Scout could be on a different team next year. Patriot Scout could be with, let's say, the Bengals next year. Just, it's petty for no reason. December 5th, 1998 was when Billboard had a whole bunch of songs released earlier in the year due to Hot 100 methodology changes. Yeah, because before then, like, singles couldn't be, like... Or if it wasn't a single, it couldn't be released. I know I'm Your Angel was, like, number one for, like, 4 weeks straight. It's a great song. I just hate that, you know, R. Kelly's on it. But it's a great song. It's a great duet that... You see what it takes to get into the queue? Any audio, video, ChatGPT, anything you want to me to react to? Again, remember that we're not doing OT after the game. Let's try to collect minifigures these days. Yeah, let's just take up less space. Take up way less space. Yeah, like Corey QB, yeah, from North Carolina. Yeah, of all the places. Can't wait for Bill to kick the kicker. Grind on someone that does not look like Jordan Hudson after they lose to Charlotte. Oh, man. It's insane. It's an insane move by Belichick. It doesn't make any sense to me. R. Kelly, the best sexual. He made it soulful. I'm correct on the Hot 100 question. Let's go. Let's go. But I think the incident happened in September. It happened in September, but as soon as I saw December 9, I'm like, yeah. I think Have You Ever by Divine was after... I don't know if Doo-Wop, that thing, or if Divine's Lately was after, or Brandy's Have You Ever. I think it was Divine Lately after that one. My mom was staring, wish it was a tree at the circus. I wish I was too. I think Cowboy fans gonna be wishing that in about 3 hours' time. Yeah, literally on that one. Literally, bro. That was my reaction when I saw that for the first time. I'm like, yeah. Fergie had the best one yet. We're playing some basketball. I mean, Fergie was the only one where you could close your eyes and you would know what sport the context was. Like, you can listen to Whitney Houston's anthem, you have no idea the context of it. You have no idea what event it happened in. You have no idea. You listen to Meatloaf's anthem. You could listen to Jimi Hendrix's anthem. You could listen to Marvin Gaye's anthem. You have no idea the context of it. But Fergie, you know exactly why we're singing the anthem. We're singing the anthem to play some basketball, and by God, we played some basketball that night. Mike Gundy unfireable? I don't know about unfireable. But he's got a long leash. Blair Walsh missed versus Seahawks won the most. You had one job moments. For the holder. Not for Blair Walsh. For the holder, for not putting laces out. Walsh was the only reason they were in that game in the first place. Oh yeah, Ingrid Andress. Oh yeah. Yeah, for the home run derby. Oh yeah. Thoughts on the new single transfer portal window? I like it. I like having one window instead of two. I'm a man, I'm 60. Well, I just did that, the commercial that was mocking that. It was an iconic moment. It really was. Alright. Monte Drugari. So we're doing a Macedonian song next. Let's see the translation. Alright. So, I don't see English translation. Unless this will be... Okay. Okay, they're on the YouTube video. Okay. I was going to say, I don't see an English translation anywhere in here. Because they're starting at A minor. Okay. Very bluesy. Very bluesy, right? Eagles, Chiefs, Bengals, Seahawks, Cards, Finns. I have the Colts. Raiders. I have the Pats. Steelers. Commies, Jags. God bless you, man. Falcons. Yeah. I think it's going to be a split series. The home team wins each. Broncos. Packers. I have lines, but I get it. Rams, Bills, Bears. Yeah. Don't hate it. I would go Vikings, but I get it. Let me post the pick'em link too if you do want to join again. $25 a song is You Really Got Me. Again, you see what takes into view any audio, any video, any ChatGPT. If he's bought up before DeBoer. He loses to Charlotte. He's in trouble. The AVT after the season with triceps injury. It sucks. He's so good, but he can't stay healthy. He's so good. And Benito, yeah, that's a good extension. What, $120 million for 4 years? That's really good. That's a very fair deal. Let's go what Trayvon Walker gets eventually. The teams playing exactly 3 kickoff games are the Giants and which 3 others? Jaguars. No, Jaguars have never done it. Okay, exactly 3. Okay, let me think about this one. I gotta write this one down. Okay. Gotta write this one down. Okay, well, the Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls since the kickoff game was a thing. They didn't play the kickoff game before that, so Chiefs would make a lot of sense on that one. Chiefs make a crap ton of sense on that. Smash on more controversial picks. All right. Okay, the Saints played... Okay, the Saints played the Packers. The Saints played, obviously, opening night during the 2010 season. Did they play the Colts in 06? Yeah, I think they played the Colts in 06. So Saints, and then... I'm just closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes, so give me a second here. And then Packers would have played... Okay, let me think about the Packers. Packers would have played... What about the Cowboys? Hang on, the Cowboys would have played the Giants, the Bucks, and tonight the Eagles. Did the Cowboys play any others? I don't think they played any others. I don't think the Cowboys played any other kickoff games. All right, I'm going Chiefs, Saints, Cowboys. Going Chiefs, Saints, Cowboys. Seahawks had to win the 2015 wildcard game. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. This song is like very peaceful compared to some of the other songs I listen to. We're headed during the season. I get it though, because of just the way the academic calendars work. Opening game Eagles Cowboys. Cowboys not supposed to be that good. So Giant fan will not be watching. Well, the reason why it's Eagles Cowboys because the Cowboys are going to get good ratings. If they're everything to do with the Cowboys, we don't know how good they're going to be. So might as well play them early, get them out of the way, because we don't know how good they're going to be later in the season. So have a rivalry game like that. Get the interest up, get the ratings up, and go from there. Yeah, so I'm going Chiefs, Saints, Cowboys on that. If we're including tonight, I think the Cowboys would play 3 because they play the Buccaneers that great game, the Giants the Ultra game. Saints, I think, play the Colts week 1 after the Colts raised their banner. They play the Packers. That was a Randall Cobb game. And they obviously open up the season. Cowboys is not. Steelers and... Not... Okay, wait. Not the Chiefs? I thought the Chiefs played... I thought the Chiefs played in 3. Wait. Am I missing something? Oh, Chiefs played 4. Oh, the Patriots game. Oh, I forgot the Patriots game. Forgot the Patriots game. Okay, Cowboys? Well, Cowboys will be... I'm counting tonight. I was counting tonight with the Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys will play 3, yeah. Cowboys will play 3. I was counting tonight with the Cowboys. So... I'm going to count the Cowboys. I was counting tonight. I thought tonight counted with the Cowboys. So there were 4 others. Okay, so, yeah, Steelers. Right, so 1, 2, and then... Right, so, yeah, technically... Okay. And then they played the Patriots in 15. I forgot about the 15 game. That song was very, very interesting. Just in terms of, like how it sounded. Like, obviously, it's not really a rah-rah, like, we're gonna fight song. This is like a way more somber song. It's definitely very different. Very different. All right, so it takes again to the queue, and also the Michigan-Oklahoma game, Michael's 9 will go there. Dart better than Dak? Well, Dart hasn't played a snap yet, so I don't want to go that far yet. I like Dart. I think he will be the best quarterback in this draft, but I don't want to go that far just yet. Don't want to go that far just yet on that. You see what it takes again to the queue in terms of any audio, any video, any chat GPTs, any simulations. You see what it takes to get in. Oh, I accidentally deleted that. And obviously the karaoke thing. No vid today. It should be coming out later tonight. I put a JG8 vid out. JG9 for like my body just hit a wall last night because I had to stay up. I had a doctor's appointment that was virtual, but my doctor was on the East Coast, so basically I had to stay up for that appointment, and it was like my body was just shot by that point. I was like, I have no energy. But we're gonna make it work. Doing Chargers like the playoffs? I think they do. I just don't know about the AFC right now outside of obviously the division winners and the Broncos. I don't know who else right now. Sports with a 2, Jeff Beck, Nesu, and Dorma. All right, right at the buzzer, and then Keller with a 2, right at the buzzer, guys. You guys are awesome. Right at the buzzer. And Sports Talk, you won't go blue. Keller wants the ASU game. Resets the clock. Beautiful. Appreciate you guys a ton. All right. So let me get that in. Jeff Beck. And Keller, was there a doof one that I did not do yesterday? Because I was like making pizza. I was like, wait, was there a doof one, a ChatGPT with doof that I did not do yesterday? That I like skipped? I'm trying to remember if there was a doof one. Because I feel like because all these streams like blended. I was like making pizza last night. I was like, wait, was there? I could have swore Keller donated and there was a doof one for ChatGPT that I did not do last night. But I don't know if there was. I don't know if there was. I think, okay, yeah, let me go back and check. Let me go back and check, because we'll do that then. We'll do that. If I forget a thought, it's best to like, rather continue to chase it. Yep, that's usually good. Don't hyperfixate on stuff. Supreme Court? Yes. Okay, yes. Supreme Court, oh yeah, Doof taking his case to the Supreme Court, yes. Doof builds an error to get the Supreme Court to take his case. Yes, okay, so we're gonna do that. Apologies about that. I think I completely... Yeah, now it's coming. Now it's coming back to me. There we go. All right, we did not do the Supreme Court one. All right, yep. There we go. There we go. My apologies on that one. My apologies. Sometimes I just forget to put stuff down. And that was one of those times. All right, let me put that ChatGPT in. Dr. Doofenshmirtz. All right, give me a second here. And then we got a 5er from Isaac. Simmon, 98 Eagles versus 24 Eagles. Forks. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's going to be a bloodbath. That is going to be a bloodbath of the simulation. Cowboys bounce back based on historical precedent. Well, I just don't know about their defense right now. I think Dak bounces back. I think Dak's going to be okay this year, but I just don't know defensively. All right. There we go. That works. Holding versus Hurts in a game anticipated no one. I did not see a legal lift on him. I did not see that. I did not see that. All right. Let me... Sim 90 if he's 24 Eagles. All right. Appreciate you guys a ton on that. All right. Let's do Nessun Dorma, Jeff Beck. I've never heard this version of Nessun Dorma. I've heard the one, obviously, I've heard the famous one from the 1990 World Cup. For the very famous version. I've never heard this version. I've heard Mike Del Judas, the singer in Billy Joel's band. Talking about the Spurs franchise. Philly got McNabb after. Yeah, Bobby Hoying was their quarterback in 98. Whenever the site slips out, it'd be even worse if Sirianni was the coach, yes. Grossi's title for the show is Goodbye Family, Hello Football. This is beautiful. I was not expecting instrumental. Yeah, Pavarotti, yeah. Yeah, the one from the 1990 World Cup is the best. How's it going, sir? I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's all cool, Sal. Yeah, this is one of those where if I had a girlfriend or whatnot, it would be very, very hard to do, like, for the next, 5 months, just with my work schedule. It'd be very hard at this point. Man, this is gorgeous. I've never heard an instrumental version of this song. The two quarterbacks since 78 have been ejected in a game, and they were teammates at one point. Ooh, I know Tarkenton got ejected. Billy Joel wasn't lead singer of his own band. No, Billy Joel is. Billy Joel is. No, he has a band, like, his backing band. So basically, he plays Nessun Dorma before Scenes from an Italian Restaurant before every concert. Or during every concert. He plays Nessun Dorma and Scenes from an Italian Restaurant back to back. And his backup singer, who is also I think it's his guitarist. Like, he can play, like, every instrument. It's crazy. He probably has less public performance than the accepting ceremony. Yeah, I mean, that performance, if you don't get chills from that, you have no life. If you don't get chills from that, like, the song is so good. But only two quarterbacks to be ejected. I'm just going to go Jeff George and Kerry Collins. I have no idea. Sean Harvey, one and done? I don't think he will. I don't think we're seeing any one and dones. But that's because Jerry is just losing his mind. So just a dumb decision. What happened in that one? Right, Target Jackson. Yeah, that was Steelers. That was like Vikings Patriots. That was like 74. Yeah, that was 74. Billy Joel and the Joelettes. Only 80s Billy Joel. Yeah, that was gorgeous. That gets you hyped, too. That gets you hype. I mean, instrumental version, that is bold. An instrumental version of Nessun Dorma is bold, but it's so good. All right, Dallas theme song. The biggest shows in the history of television. Trent Dilfer and Tony Banks. Ah, man. I've heard some of the ads. Sucks. At the very least, it's only going to be 15 seconds 4 times, but compared to what we had before. I mean, you're paying for red zone. You're paying for red zone. It was no commercials for years, and now it's commercials. Like first it's gonna be. Okay, Joe, appreciate you, man. And Cooper gonna retire before the season starts. Yes. Yeah, he's watching this point. I think the timing's a bit off, but I don't think it was gonna contribute that much. But the thing with red zone, it's gonna start off as a minute. I love the Texas Stadium thing in this one. I do love Texas Stadium in the intro. Have a JR. Someone shout him. Guarantee one misses playoffs at a Seahawks fan. Niners, Rams. Guarantee that one misses? I would say Niners. The Rams are going to blow it up. Rams are not going to blow it up if they miss the playoffs. Also, if the Rams miss, it could be in a very good spot to draft a quarterback and draft a successor to Stafford. Niners, if they miss, it could be insane. If the Niners miss, it could be insane. The theme of the trumpets are just so good. Most of Jackets in 78. I would go defensive lineman on that. I would go defensive lineman. Yeah, Pat McAfee, when he said people won't have a problem with the outs on red zone, that is so out of touch. So ridiculously out of touch. I don't know how anyone could be that out of touch. I honestly have no clue anyone could be that out of touch. Oh, this product ad was ad-free and prided stuff on that for years. Now it has ads. But no one's going to be upset. That makes no sense. Don't try and say, oh, well, no one's upset about this. If you're upset, there's a problem with you. No. Also, Adam Schefter is getting completely ratioed right now on Twitter. He made a tweet about red zone. Yeah, Adam Schefter is just shelling out for ESPN right now, which I get because obviously he's an employee of ESPN, but I've never seen Schefter ratioed like this. I've never seen it. Schefter tweeted this out. He's got more comments than likes. I've never seen that. Like, people are throwing a fit over this. Like, people are losing their minds. People still watching my world. I don't know about that. I don't know. I honestly don't know about that. Press OK commercial whenever game's at halftime. No, they have to show the highlights. Goodbye, family. Hello, football. There you go. All right. Always sunny in Philadelphia theme. NBC new score bug? Not this season, but for the Super Bowl they will, yeah. Yeah, well, ESPN has nothing to do with it. ESPN has nothing to do with that. Did he get a show when he made the tweet about Haskins? Let me check. I love how the juxtaposition with this theme song with the peaceful 50s kind of vibe, and then obviously it's not anything like that at all. Niners are in the West again. They're not good enough. Well, if they stay healthy, they could be. I don't see... Unless Schefter deleted that tweet. Did Schefter delete that tweet about Haskins? Because I don't see him getting ratio on that one. He's getting ratio. What did Schefter say? Basically a very, very out of touch statement. He said this. Hang on. Let me show it. Let me show it. Remember thousands of reps on pick? Yep. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, Schefter said this. Some added clarity. NFL Red Zone is 7 hours, 420 minutes. Over that time, viewers will be served 1 to 2 total minutes of ads in 15-second increments. This comes out to anywhere between 0.25 and 0.5% of the total time, considerably less than any other sports entertainment program. The comments are taking it well. The comments are very much taking that well. Because it's a slippery slope, and obviously it would start off as 0. And the NFL doesn't need more money. Tua number 1. Congrats on finishing last in your league. Yeah, that's the point. The point is that, I don't know who this guy is, but the point is that you're supposed to... The point is that 420 minutes, 69 ads. Nice. I'd watch that. I'd watch that. The point is that you're paying money for Red Zone. It's commercial free for 15 years, and now it's not. 3 career rejects at 78. I'm going to go Sapp, Romanowski, and... perfect. It's a fallacy. I think it depends on the situation. I know I haven't showed up, but I have to ask, Dallas tanking the season. Dak's not playing good. Are they tanking the season? No, I think, I don't know if they tanked the season. I don't think they would tank it. I think Schottenheimer's not tanking the season. I think if Prescott plays poorly, I think they're going to draft a quarterback next year. I don't think they're going to tank the season. Salary draft the other day, I spent $18 on Daniel Jones. It better be like that was like they're like the last pick, or you wanted to block everyone else from getting any starting quarterbacks. Well, Burrows was a trash talker. Burrows ran his mouth a lot. Spielman, yeah. Said where QBs get points for turnovers and sacks. Oh, that's incredible then. That's incredible. But the percentage increases they complain until yeah. Well, it did increase. It increased from 0 to 0.5%. It did increase. Like the percentage increased. All right, let's do the simulation. Going to the Jets game this year. The bad news that Raymond James get the Bucks. Home opener. Wait. A Jets? Wait. Oh, the home opener. Yes. Should be a fun game, though. Should be a fun game. Bucks are a fun team. Bucks are a fun team, but we'll see. We'll see what the Jets can do with that one. I don't have a lot of expectation for the Jets this year. Indy, New Orleans, Tennessee tanking for Arch. Why would Tennessee... Wait. Well, first off, Tennessee... Why would Tennessee tank for Arch? They just drafted a quarterback first overall. I would love if they tank for Arch. First off, Arch is going to come out. Arch is going to stay in college for another year. Arch is going to stay in college. He's not coming out. He's not ready. The other thing, too, they just drafted Cam Ward. If you draft the first overall pick, you're intentionally tanking to get another first overall pick to get another quarterback. That is some of the worst decision-making ever. Right, and Archer's not even coming out. Okay, let's sim this game. We're going to do best of 7 on this one. Gamana with a 5. Appreciate you, man. That gets you close to the leaderboard. Close to the top. Appreciate you. And that was right, the buzzer, too. I'll reset the clock. Which, any requests attached, or just a straight 15, or first rate dumb decision? Ooh, I did not see that. All right, so I will, that's a 15. Live stream on Twitch? I do not live stream on Twitch. OBS does not give you the option to live stream in different places. I love using OBS, but it doesn't allow you to do it on Twitter and do that. Well, Rosen the K1, that wasn't tanking, though. That wasn't tanking. Rosen also wasn't the first overall pick. Rosen wasn't the first pick in the draft. That was, Rosen played 1 year, it didn't work out, and then a new regime came in, and they decided, we got the first pick, let's take Kyler Murray. It's very different. Just try to get attention. I'll get Brewers made dumb decision. I don't know what they did. What did the Brewers do today? Well, it's end of 6. Nothing. We do an experiment where we see how long the actual broadcast on standalone primetime games are. It's the total time to see if the NFL is artificially life against games. That's interesting. Brewers didn't set a runner on third with 1 out and flat to win 268. Oh, that's... Yeah, I don't know why they didn't... Who was the runner on third? Is it like Bartolo Colon or something? Where the Cardinals are bad. Yeah, they didn't tank. Right. I would have set the runner. I would have said with 1 out, I sent the runner in that spot. Reason why... That is true. Yes, I do remember that. Dynamic attendance. Yes, Wayne Weaver was furious about that. Because the Jaguar games were empty in there. Saints with a tank. Who... But winning... Who exactly? Nussmeier. They're going to get Nussmeier. That's my guess. They will get Nussmeier from LSU. All right, let's do best of 7 on this sim. Eagles, okay, the 2024 team wins 20-10. That's actually a lot closer than I thought. 40-7, that's more like it. 30-3. Oh, okay, 98 Eagles win 1. Lone Contreras, hey, he's not the fastest guy, but I send him. 37-0. Yeah, so 4-1. Just out of curiosity, I want to see... I want to mess with this a little bit. I want Bobby Hoying at quarterback. I want him to throw as often as possible. Yeah, that went about exactly as I thought. Vikings spent a first on Bradford. The Cards giving Bradford that contract. I think the Cards giving Bradford that contract was worse. At least the Vikings, you thought, okay, you know what? You can compete this year. Bridgewater, his injury kind of derailed you. You wanted to compete. And Bradford could at least be a stopgap potentially. But the Cardinals giving Bradford the contract after everything was nuts. We have a quick game, but it may go to about 4 hours by adding more TV timeouts to get more money. Well, the prime games are usually the same length. Usually about 3 hours. Rocco Beck, is he worth the watch for QB class? Potentially. Potentially. I like him. I'm not sure he's NFL. Not sure he's an NFL quarterback. Cardinals or Saints, who's more miserable? Right now, Saints. Right now, it's the Saints. All right, we got ChatGPT here as well. Doofenshmirtz against the Supreme Court, trying to get the Supreme Court to take its case. Like, you know what's funny is the games that actually go the quickest, from what I remember, is the Amazon games. The Prime games take usually under 3 hours. I think usually the America's Game of the Week takes the longest. Got an A for my drift, someone got an F. I'm not surprised. When you drift 2 first overall, that's pretty bad. What do you do with Kyler if he doesn't show up this year? Think we trade him? Well, I think if he doesn't show up this year, you have to take a quarterback. If he doesn't show up, he's not the guy. I think if he doesn't... This should be a deep class. On paper, this should be a deep class. Nussmeier, Sellers, Lagway. If you like Allard, if Arch does declare, I don't think he's going to, but if he does, I mean, you got some guys in this class. Right, subscription service, that's where the money is, yes. Right, they're not constrained to all the rules, necessarily. Kyler looked good from what I saw in, I will say, Kyler looked good in camp. I went to a lot of Cardinals camps. And I went to like 5. First I picked for sure. Can you imagine? But I have to do some with Kyler if we want to move on with him either way. Yep, that's a big if. Because I will say, I went to like 5 Cardinals camps, and there was a lot I didn't like watching the team, but Kyler looked good. Kyler looked pretty good. Sam Bradford must have been really good in college and made as much money as he did that level of performance. So also, that was the final year before the rookie wage scale became a thing, if I'm not mistaken. But he was good in college. I mean, he was a contender for the Heisman. Cable game show by faster using logic, but I'm not sure. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. Well, there's no real true cable game because a lot of the games are ABC now. Simulcast. All right. Dr. Doofenshmirtz builds an inator, and let's see what the clock is over now again. $25 for You Really Got Me by Van Halen. $50 for any other song on the list. And let's see what this is here. Supreme Court. Dr. Doofenshmirtz builds an inator to take its case against Perry the Platypus. Behold, the Supreme Coordinator! With this device, the highest court of the land will finally hear my very legitimate case against Perry the Platypus. Oh, wait, Perry the Platypus? How completely expected you to barge in right while I'm about to make judicial history. Go on, Perry, take a seat. We got time. We got time on this one. Take a seat. You know, Perry the Platypus, I've been wronged. I've been very wronged by you. You thwarted my plans 874 times. You sabotaged my inventions. And you once ate my sandwich. Don't deny it. I saw the crumbs. And I don't think you're a citizen. I don't think platypi can be citizens. So I don't know how it's possible. So I filed a lawsuit, but the local court said I had no standing. And the appeals court said I was not a real scientist. What's just rude. I mean, I have a diploma. Granted, it was a diploma I bought online, but it was a diploma nonetheless. So now the Supreme Coordinator will override the docket system and force the Supreme Court to take my case. He presses the button, the machine buzzes, it shoots a laser in the sky, and at DC, the justices are zapped into a trance and begin chanting. Lawrence Hunter could be carrying the Jags? I hope so. I like Hunter a lot. I like Lawrence if he can stay healthy. Obviously, this is a prove-it year for that. Prove-it year for him. It's basically Kyler playing good football regardless of where our team record ends up being. Yep. Right. If he plays well, if the offense plays well, then obviously we'll figure out the rest. I'm worried about with the Cardinals, the line play. I'm worried about the line play. Offensive line did not look good in camp. Really did not look good. A lot of penalties, a lot of pressures. That's a team that does not have a lot of depth. Does not have a lot of depth from what I saw. Who runs the Tar Heels? I think Hudson at this point. I think Hudson was on the sidelines during a game, and talking with Belichick during a game. I think Hudson. It's not like Michael Bay cast an American actor play someone from Italy. It's me, Mario. All right. We will hear the Doof Platypus case. Yes, justice shall be served. What a set of flies. Perry rolls his eyes, flips over a briefcase, and pulls out a legal document. He doesn't even escape the trap. He just pulls out a document. Mark counter lawsuit. Wait, what's this? A counter suit? You're suing me for property damage, emotional distress, unauthorized use of an order likeness? Wait. I wasn't prepared for cross-examination. I haven't passed my opening statement or learned what a tort means. I don't have a lawyer. I thought I could just represent myself. The Supreme Coordinator sparks and begins to overload, and it is going to start destructing. Oh no, it's collapsing under the weight of its own legal contradictions! The machine explodes. Perry leaps out of the building on parachute. Doof is left hanging upside down, and the Supreme Court will not take his case. Curse you, Barry the Platypus, and the complexity of the American judicial system. Seriously, why is it called the Supreme Court in New York if it's the trial court, but everywhere else it's the trial court? The Supreme Court's the highest place in the states. Why does it do that? Why is the Supreme Court the lowest level in New York, but it's the highest level in every other state? That doesn't make any sense. The judicial system, oh my goodness, and all these districts and rulings and citations and everything. It's so complex. Curse you, Perry the Platypus. There we go. All right. Clock is at 0, so... Well, you can't. No, they would never allow it. To bring a case against a platypus. Because the problem is that you have to have standing. And the other thing, too, is that, okay, you bring a case against a platypus. And we're not talking about the owner of the platypus, because Doof doesn't know who Perry the Platypus owner is. We don't know that, like... So if you win the case, obviously this is not a criminal case, it's a civil case. If you win a civil case, the point of that is to make you whole. So the point is that you get money and damages. So like if you get into a car wreck, you sue the person, you sue the insurance company or whatnot because they have money. They have money, they'll make you whole. Maybe the person can't make you whole, but the insurance company can. What assets does Perry the Platypus have? What assets does he have? You sue him, you win. What now? He doesn't have a job. He's judgment proof. It's a platypus. He's literally judgment proof. That would be insane. Like, how is he going to get money to make you whole for those damages? It's not possible. It's like if I sued a 7-year-old kid, and let's assume this kid is in an orphanage, so it's not like he's like under the guidance of his parents or anything like that. Let's say I sue a 7-year-old kid for something. Okay, I win the lawsuit against the 7-year-old kid. Now he has to pay me. With what money? He's judgment proof. It's like me suing the deer I hit. Yep, you win his fedora. That's actually pretty valuable. I would take that. I'd take the fedora. Oh, Perry's fedora. They had no Perry the Platypus merch in Disney. Right, they're just a platypus. Yep. A judgment-free platypus? Perry the judgment-free platypus! Perry the platypus! Right, Robotech is frowned upon in the Supreme Court? Yep. I don't think so. Right, it's like you can't sue an animal. You can sue the owner of an animal. Obviously, if someone's dog is not on a leash and they bite you, you can sue the owner. But you can't sue the dog. The dog itself, the dog is judgment-proof. You can sue the owner, obviously. Like, you can't sue the actual dog. So, oh, God bless these ChatGPTs. I love them. I love the absurdity of it. I love it. All right, any other requests? Anything else? $5 more continue at this point. Any audio, video, ChatGPT. We're not doing OT after the game tonight. Just keep that in mind. No OT after the game, because it is karaoke night, and I will be at the bar doing some live band karaoke and fulfilling some of the requests that we've got already for karaoke. And yeah. I'm excited for tonight. This is going to be a fun night. Again, the karaoke list, $50 for any song on the list, $25 for You Really Got Me by Van Halen. And, yeah, I'll set it for like 5 more minutes just because. And then I'll be editing the video with the Patriots. We're going to talk about a game they had against the Raiders. And just how bad of a coach their person is. And the Patriots won the game, and the other coach on the sideline was a moron. And I don't think it's any surprise who the coach was. In terms of how bad he was. Love the football sim side. Yeah, What If Sports is fun. It is addicting. Football, What If Sports can be very, very addicting. You can do a lot with that. You can do a lot with that. I also have the emojis for the Eagles Cowboys. Those are in already. I have to get the intro ready for that, and I cannot wait to do that. Oh, nope, we're good. Fake kick dumb decision, probably tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. And then maybe a history video on Saturday. Unless we get a dumb decision in a game Friday or Thursday. Yeah, fake kick should be tomorrow. Saturday will be a history video. Gonna go back to the 2000s on this one. It's almost like the Greg Beekert video I did. Remember the Greg Beekert vid? A while ago. I did it. The Colts-Raiders game from 2000. It's sort of like that. The next history video. Fantasy lineup. Allen, Nakua, Higgins, Henry, Hall, Ingram, Pickens, Aubrey, Ramsey, Montgomery, and then your benches: Montgomery, Warren, Herbert, Allen, Pittman. I mean, I like the receivers a lot. I'm just worried about Breece Hall. Worried about the running back depth, but... Oh, no college football tonight. Will be about Auburn. It will not be about Auburn. No, the Auburn one's going to come, I think, next week. Yeah, no, the Auburn one's coming next week. Auburn one is next week. So... Yeah, I have like half of that done. It's funny, I started writing my script in February and I just forgot about it. I was like, oh, let's bring that back. So that'll come out like February. But tomorrow we should have a dumb decision on JG9. And hopefully we have a dumb decision tonight. Yeah, tomorrow there's 4 games for college football. Obviously we're not doing any of them because we're doing the Chiefs game. But there are 4 college football games. Maybe a dumb decision will happen one of them. Maybe we'll see a dumb decision. You know, I love it. I love it back. I love it back. Yeah, I love being able to start up again. I want to do daily uploads on there. I really do. Oh, Texas Tech. Did anyone expect that bloodbath? I don't think so. I don't think so. But this is about like a sign stealing controversy from the 2000s. That's just great gamesmanship. Make wins block press. I want Vince to go so bad. Yep, as long as Ashley stays in the house. But Vince, yeah, I mean, his time is done. This house doesn't have a lot of likable people. This house, I'm not crazy about this season. This house doesn't have a lot of likable people. Or people that know how to play the game. Yeah, Chiefs Chargers, I'd be surprised if we get that decision. I'd be very surprised. Very surprised. Be very, very surprised. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, Reed hasn't made one with the Chiefs since he got Mahomes. And... Which coach gets it tonight? I think Schottenheimer. I think Shotty gets it tonight. Right, it's not even that. Yeah, just a giant exercise of frustration. Yep. That's what's annoying about this. That's what's annoying about this season. It's like everyone that's HOH just turns their brain off and makes the dumbest move possible. And it sucks. It's like every person that is likable then wins HOH and then become very unlikable. And it's just... Jin better in-game than John? Yes, definitely. Not even close on that one, actually. I don't think it's that close. I don't think it's that close. All right, last call for anything. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off here. Otherwise, I'll sign off here, and the bonus goes to the Michigan OU game. There's only one bonus in OT streams, so we 216 on that. You got the next 2 days to the side as well. I'm going to start Allen, Nakua, though I consider Warren. I'm not sure how Pickett's going to separate. I'm always worried about starting a rookie the first game that's not a running back. Like obviously Genty. If you draft Genty, start in week 1. But I'm always weary about drafting a rookie the first week. Where it's like Vince poison the water to get you out of room. Poison our water supply, burn our house, and deliver plague, or poison our crops, deliver plague into our houses. It's so bad. So bad. This season is just this season's not been the best. Not been the best. But it's wide open. I will say, at least this season is completely wide open. Right. The reason John wins work is the talent he has. At least good at X's and O's. John's very good at X's and O's. And his talent's also very good, too. His talent's very good. But he will sometimes turn his brain off during in-game management situations. And it gets insane. All right, last call for anything. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off here, and I'll be live, obviously, in about 2 hours' time. I'll set the Cowboys-Eagles stream, and I cannot wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game. So, with that in mind, guys, I appreciate you being here on this Thursday evening, afternoon, depending on where you are. And I should note, again, we do have the emojis in. We got to have the Super Bowl emoji in, too, because why the heck not for this one? So, the game plan. New video should be dropping in about an hour on JG9. JG9 news, expect one tomorrow. Expect the JG9 news tomorrow. And obviously streaming in about 90 minutes, 2 hours time. For the... Yeah, Jim is very good at X's. They're both very good at X's and O's. They're both very good at that. So, we are back, baby. We are so back. And I can't thank you guys enough for being here and for all of the support during the offseason. We have made it to the start of the NFL season. And I will see you guys in a couple of minutes as we will start this thing and get this stream in full gear. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. JG9 sign off. New video dropping about an hour. Click them up to watch today's video on JG8. And I will see you guys... not the TV map. No, something else. I will see you guys in about 2 hours' time.